14 all. Double fault number 1 by John McEnroe.
It's the kind of thing that can happen in a gusty day. You've really got to watch that ball, but as gently as you set the toss up on the serve, it's still going to get moved around a little bit, so you've really got to be careful. It might alter the serving patterns. We'll get into that in a second. If the wind keeps up, Pat, you might see the players not serve so many hard first serves. Spin the first serve in so they don't have to risk trying to make a good second serve. So far, McEnroe's been rallying, standing just about on that baseline, looking for a short ball from Vilas. You see Vilas rallies from a little bit behind the baseline. Break point for Vilas. John is acting angry as if he thought the ball was out, but he hasn't really made any argument, so I think in his own mind he knows it was good.
He took a long look at Flo Blanchard. A little debris on the court now. He walks away.
Good way to save a break point.
I'll say first ace, then it's deuce.
John turns 22 tomorrow.
Just pick up that card, please. Thank you.
John to get in an argument, don't they? Or
he usually obliges.
A lot of them try to egg him on.
First service.
Let. around saying, how can you miss that shot? Just trying to rally, keep it fairly deep. Good serve.
First 2 aces already in this game. That one handcuffed Vilas.
Trying to jam him again, serve him tight to the body. One of the problems I think McEnroe's had in the past on a clay court is when he prepares his racket, he prepares it fairly low in relationship to his waist. And on this kind of a court, and with the excessive topspin that Vilas often puts on the ball bounces up higher, so he comes up the back and brushes the ball, doesn't get much pace on it oftentimes. So sometimes I think he could prepare a little higher so he could drive through the ball.
I know a lot of people say that he keeps the racket too low almost all the time. Can't argue with success, though.
No, ranked 2 in the world, can't be low all the time.
Advantage, McEnroe.
So finally, McEnroe wins the first game of the first set. And from Boca, West Florida, he leads in the first set of the finals, 1-0.
Wide.
15 all.
Left-hander against left-hander. See, McEnroe would have the edge in the serving department, although it's not as big a weapon on this kind of a court. So far, anyway, Pat, Vilas has been hitting mostly underspin backhands, makes the ball stay down a little lower. Yesterday against Vilas, he was hitting mostly topspin shots. Good shot.
40-15.
Vilas is much more apt to try for a winner off the forehand side than he is the backhand side, though he can drive the backhand side, and he does it on passing shots. But when he's in a rally, he more often than not will go for a winner off the forehand than backhand.
An attempt at a winner right there.
There was a time when Vilas would not even take that ball and try to hit it that hard. He just tried to hit it and keep it in play with a lot of spin and back up. but he's been trying to be more aggressive, trying to take advantage of the short ball.
Use.
Real good approach shot by McEnroe. He also played that last shot well. Vilas got it back short, so he backed off, let the ball come up so he could drive it instead of making a half volley from way below the top of the net. Break point. Very good serve by Vilas.
Maybe you heard McEnroe say just that.
Good shot. Yes. McEnroe took that one right at the top of the bounce. Able to pull that forehand well cross court.
Tony, you think there's any advantage in tennis to being a left-hander?
Well, I think there is, because there are fewer left-handers than right-handers. As a result, righties don't see as many left-handers. There are more now, of course, there used to be, but
double fault number one.
Again, it's break point for McEnroe. A couple of double faults like that can make you start to think about it, with why he hit that first serve so hard. In Vilas' case, he's not coming in behind it, so sometimes you wonder why we're just